Now that you've logged into Facebook Business Manager here, the first thing you're going to do is hit create. And once you start creating, you fill in your campaign name, your ad set, and your ad set name. And then if you want, you can add an ad right now. Next thing you're going to do is publish it to a draft. And you'll see all these different types of campaign details and objectives. Once you select one of those, you can hit continue. So once you've set your campaign objective, you can look to the left and see a handy navigation menu that will take you between your campaign, ad set, and ad. Once you've navigated to the ad set level, you want to make sure you turn on dynamic creative here, because once you pass this step, you won't be able to go back and turn it back on. Once you trigger dynamic creative, you'll see a little pop-up box that explains what it is and how you use it. All you have to do is hit continue to go on to the next step. Setting audiences is your first chance at getting a little creative. There's a lot of options here, so just make sure you review all of them. Facebook recommends automatic placements. We don't usually follow this as it limits your ability to control where ads are served. Depending on your website, serving to only desktop or only to mobile might make sense for you. The last step here is optimization and delivery. There's a couple different types of optimizations. We usually opt for conversions or traffic, but that'll be up to you. So once you're happy with all of your settings, head over to that dynamic ad section where you can start putting in all of your collateral. And here we go, the moment we've all been waiting for, Facebook's interface for new dynamic creative. As you can see here, there's a lot to play around with. You can choose from images or videos and slideshows. Once you have that option set, your next step is to go ahead and select your images. You can use up to 10 images or 10 videos, so here's your chance to select the ones that work for this ad. Now you can start adding the text. Remember what we said before, make sure to try some long ones and some short ones. Here's your website URL, your display link, and here come the headlines. Copy and paste away. Feel free to add in a newsfeed link description if you choose. And then we're on to call to actions. Again, you can choose up to 5 call to actions, so make sure they're good ones to test for your ad. All right, now moving on to previews, it's pretty cool in the dynamic creative interface. And what you can do is hit view more variations. You can change up your headline, your description, your call to action, your images. It will give you a bunch of different previews for you to test and make sure that you're happy with everything that you've chosen. Using the arrows in the upper right hand corner, you can flip through all the different placements to make sure you're happy with your ad. And the last step is to make sure you have your tracking URL parameters in place and hit publish. Finally, one last thing we wanted to note is when you're running dynamic creative, you can review the performance of your creative by looking at Facebook's built-in breakdown tool. When using the breakdown tool, you can choose between images, videos, text, or the overall best performer. Thanks for taking the time to check out Facebook Dynamic Creative with us. We hope this video was informative, and we encourage you to go out and give it a shot.